stop everything you're doing right now. God has revealed something that will change everything about your future. A massive collapse is coming, bigger than anything you've ever seen before. This isn't just another warning message. This is divine intervention. The angels are shaking with urgency as they show me what's about to happen. Those strange feelings you've been having, those unusual dreams, that sense that something big is coming. Your soul has been trying to prepare you for this moment. Pay very close attention, because what I'm about to share could save your life. The spiritual realm is in chaos right now. Angels are rushing to warn as many people as possible before it's too late. They've never moved this fast before. Heaven itself has opened its gates to send this message. Those unexplained weather patterns, those weird feelings in your gut, those random thoughts about getting prepared, these weren't accidents. They were divine warnings preparing you for this revelation. Quick, press the like button right now to activate your divine protection shield. The angels say this simple action will create an energy barrier around you and your loved ones. Don't question it. Just do it. Your safety depends on this spiritual activation. Your guardian angels are frantically gathering around you right now, creating emergency protection circles. They know exactly what's coming, and they're trying desperately to keep you safe. The power of their protection has never been stronger than in this moment. Type, "I accept divine protection," if you're ready to receive heaven's warning. The angels need to know who's listening so they can strengthen your spiritual shields. This is the most urgent message they've ever asked me to share. This is the strongest warning I've ever received from the divine realm. The angels are literally crying as they show me what's about to happen, but you must act fast. This protection window only stays open for 24 hours. After that, everything changes. The angels are showing me signs that are happening right now. Have you noticed how the weather keeps changing in strange ways? How animals are acting differently? How people seem more nervous than usual? These aren't random events. They're divine warning signs. Your guardian angels want you to understand what's really going on. Those moments when you wake up suddenly at night, those strange clouds you've been seeing, that feeling of needing to stock up on supplies, your soul is picking up emergency signals from heaven. Type, "I see these signs," if you've noticed any of these warnings. The angels need to know you're paying attention. Every sign is a piece of the divine protection puzzle. The spiritual realm is showing me how thin the veil has become between our world and the next. More people are having prophetic dreams than ever before. Children are seeing angels. Even pets are sensing something big is about to happen. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal is happening right now. The angels are showing me hidden events all around the world. Things that aren't being reported. Things that prove everything is about to change. Your angels have been trying to warn you through your intuition. The next 24 hours are crucial for your survival. The angels have never been this specific about timing before. A divine window of protection is opening right now, but it won't stay open long. You must prepare while you still can. Your guardian angels are working overtime to help as many people as possible. Those sudden urges to buy extra food, those random thoughts about emergency supplies, that's them trying to guide you before it's too late. Type, "I accept this timeline," if you're ready to understand the urgency. The spiritual realm needs to know who's prepared to take action. Every minute you wait puts you at greater risk. Pay attention to this warning. The changes will start small but grow quickly. The angels are showing me how one thing will lead to another, like dominoes falling. But those who prepare now will be protected under heaven's shield. The spiritual realm is revealing something incredible about divine protection. Those who accept this warning will be guided to safety when everything starts happening. Your angels will send you signals, sudden ideas, strong feelings, clear signs about where to go and what to do, but you must understand what's at stake. This isn't just about physical survival, it's about your entire future. The angels are showing me two paths, those who prepare and those who don't. The difference between these paths is more serious than anything I've ever seen. Now brace yourself for what the angels are showing me. The first wave of changes is already starting. Look around you. Notice how food prices keep going up, how stores often run out of things, how people are getting more worried about the future. These are just the beginning signs. Your guardian angels want you to understand what's really happening behind the scenes. The world you see on the surface is like a thin sheet of ice, and cracks are starting to show. Soon, everything we take for granted will change. Type, "I receive these warnings," if you're ready to know more. The angels need to mark you for special protection. They're showing me exactly who will be kept safe during the changes ahead. The spiritual realm is revealing something urgent about supplies. Those random thoughts you've had about stocking up on food and water, that wasn't your imagination, that was divine guidance. Your angels have been quietly preparing you all along. Pay attention to this crucial warning. When the changes start, they'll happen fast. The angels are showing me how quickly things will shift. One day, everything will seem normal, and the next day everything will be different. But those who listen to this warning will be ready. The heavens are showing me special protection symbols, certain numbers you keep seeing, angel numbers like 111, 444, or 777. These are divine markers. Each time you see them, it's heaven reminding you to prepare while you still can. Let me show you what's happening in the world right now that others can't see. The angels are giving me a clear vision of hidden events. Important people are already preparing for what's coming. They know something big is about to happen. Your angels want you to understand why everything feels so strange lately. That tension you feel in the air, that sense that something's not quite right. Your soul is picking up signals from the spiritual realm about what's coming. Type, "I see the truth," if you're ready to understand what's really going on. The universe needs to know who's awake and aware. Those who understand these warnings will be guided to safety when changes begin. The spiritual realm is showing me how world leaders are secretly getting ready. They're building special places to hide. They're storing food and supplies. They know what's coming, but they're not telling the public. Listen carefully to this important revelation. The angels are showing me 3 waves of change. The first wave is happening now, small changes that most people ignore. The second wave will be bigger, impossible to ignore. The third wave will change everything. But here's something amazing. Your guardian angels have a special plan for those who listen. They're creating safe spaces, guided paths, and divine protection for everyone who takes these warnings seriously. Every time you prepare, heaven adds another layer of protection around you. The angels are showing me exactly where safe places will be. Some of you need to be near mountains, others need to stay close to fresh water, and some need to be in small communities away from big cities. Your soul already knows which place is right for you. Pay close attention, because these location details are crucial. Your guardian angels have been giving you hints about where you need to be. Maybe you felt drawn to visit certain places. Maybe you've been thinking about moving. Maybe certain locations keep catching your attention. Type, "I receive divine guidance," if you're ready to understand your safe place. The angels need to activate your inner compass. They're going to help you find exactly where you need to be. The spiritual realm is showing me something important about timing. When things start changing, you'll have a short window to get to your safe place. That's why the angels want you to start planning now. Start thinking about how you'll get there. Start preparing for that moment. Listen carefully. The angels are showing me 3 types of safe places. First, there are natural sanctuaries, places with clean water and fertile soil. Second, there are community havens, small towns where people help each other. Third, there are divine shelters, special locations that angels will protect. Your angels want you to know that they've already marked these safe places with special signs. You might notice certain animals appearing there. You might see unusual cloud formations. You might feel an unexplainable peace when you're in these locations. Now let me show you the protection signs your angels will use to guide you. These are divine markers that will lead you to safety when the changes begin. Pay attention to every detail. This information could save your life. Your guardian angels are creating a special language just for you. They'll use certain animals as messengers. They'll arrange clouds in specific patterns. They'll even use numbers and signs to point you in the right direction. Type, "I see divine signs," if you're ready to understand these sacred signals. The spiritual realm needs to know you're paying attention to their guidance. Every sign is a piece of your protection puzzle. The angels are showing me how they'll warn you when it's time to move. You might wake up with a strong urge to leave your current location. You might see repeated numbers like 99111 or 555. You might hear the same song playing everywhere you go. Here's something crucial about divine protection. Your angels will never create panic. Their warnings will feel calm but firm. If you feel peaceful about an urgent message to move or prepare, that's how you know it's from heaven. The spiritual realm is showing me special items you need to gather for protection. Start collecting basic supplies, food, water, and essential items. Your angels will guide you about what specific things you need. Trust those sudden urges to buy certain supplies. It's time to learn the exact steps you need to take. The angels are giving me a clear list of preparations that will keep you safe. Follow these divine instructions carefully. Each one is important for your protection. First, you need to strengthen your spiritual connection. Spend at least 10 minutes each day in quiet prayer or meditation. This helps you hear your angels more clearly. They'll send you specific guidance about what to do and where to go. Type "I begin my preparations" if you're ready to receive these divine instructions. The angels need to know you're serious about getting ready. Each step you take adds another layer of protection around you. Start gathering important documents and keeping them in one safe place. Your angels want you to be ready to move quickly if needed. They're showing me how some people will need to travel to safer locations with very little warning. The spiritual realm is showing me that you need to store extra food and water. Start small if you need to, but start today. Buy a little extra each time you shop. Your angels will guide you about how much you need. Trust those urges to stock up on certain items now. Pay attention to these special instructions from heaven. The angels are showing me exactly how they'll guide you through the changes ahead. Their guidance will come in ways you can't miss if you're paying attention. Your guardian angels will use dreams to show you what's coming. They'll give you clear signs during the day. They'll put helpful people in your path. Every divine sign has a purpose. Nothing is random anymore. Type "I follow divine guidance" if you're ready for heaven's direction. The spiritual realm needs to mark you as someone who's listening. This marking will help them send you stronger, clearer signs. The angels want you to know that prayers for protection are very powerful right now. They're showing me how to create a special shield of light around yourself and your loved ones. Simply say, "I accept divine protection" 3 times each morning. Listen carefully, because this guidance is crucial. When you feel a strong urge to do something, like store extra supplies or contact someone, don't ignore it. These urges are your angels trying to help you prepare. Trust your inner guidance now more than ever. Let's talk about protecting your loved ones. The angels understand that you're worried about your family and friends. They're showing me special ways to keep everyone safe together. Your guardian angels want you to start talking to your family about being prepared. Don't scare them. Just start simple conversations about having extra supplies at home. The angels will help you find the right words to say. Type "I protect my loved ones" to receive special family protection guidance. The spiritual realm needs to know how many people you're trying to keep safe. They'll adjust your protection shield to cover everyone you love. Start bringing your family closer together. Plan more meals at home. Spend more time talking and sharing. The angels are showing me that strong family bonds will be very important soon. These connections will help keep everyone safe. The spiritual realm is revealing something beautiful about communities. Small groups of neighbors helping each other will become very important. Start getting to know the people around you. Your angels will guide the right people into your life. Now let me show you what the angels see in your future. Yes, big changes are coming, but they're showing me how protected you'll be if you follow their guidance. Your future is full of divine light. The spiritual realm is showing me scenes of your survival. I see you feeling peaceful while others panic. I see you knowing exactly what to do while others are confused. I see you helping others because you prepared in time. Type "I see my protected future." If you're ready for this vision, the angels want to share more details about how they'll keep you safe. Every vision they show me is filled with help and divine protection. Your angels want you to know that this isn't the end, it's a new beginning. They're showing me how these changes will actually bring people closer together. Communities will become stronger. People will help each other more. The future holds beautiful moments too. The angels are showing me scenes of people gathering together, sharing food, helping neighbors, and finding new ways to live. Those who prepare now will become leaders who help others through the changes. The time for final preparations has come. The angels are giving me the most important steps you need to take right now. Each step will fuel your divine protection stronger. Find a quiet place and put your hand on your heart. Take 3 deep breaths. The angels say this simple action opens your energy to receive their final instructions. They're surrounding you with protective light right now. Type "I complete my preparation" to begin these final steps. The spiritual realm needs to know you're ready for this last phase of protection. Every step you take makes your shield stronger. Start your mornings by saying "I am divinely protected" 3 times. The angels say this prayer creates a special barrier around you. Do this every day without fail. Your protection gets stronger each time. The angels want you to organize your important things right now. Put all your documents in one safe place. Keep your emergency supplies where you can grab them quickly. Have a plan for where you'll go if you need to leave fast. Remember the signs we talked about earlier. The angels will use them more often now. Pay attention to repeated numbers, unusual animals, and strange weather. These are messages about when to take action. Your moment of ultimate protection has arrived. The spiritual realm is opening up completely. The angels have never sent this much protective energy before. It's making the air around you sparkle with divine light. Your guardian angels are forming a circle around you right now. They're connecting their energy to create the strongest shield possible. You might feel warmth or tingling. That's normal. It means the protection is working. Type "I accept complete protection" for this final shield activation. The universe needs to record your acceptance of this divine guard. This is the most powerful protection they've ever offered. The angels are downloading special knowledge into your soul. When changes start happening, you'll know exactly what to do. Trust those sudden feelings and thoughts. They're divine guidance keeping you safe. This is the strongest energetic shield I've ever seen the angels create. They're using golden light mixed with pure divine energy. This combination will keep you safe through anything that comes. Right now, in the spiritual realm, your future self is sending back waves of peace. They want you to know that you'll make it through these changes safely. They're showing me how protected you'll be because you listen to these warnings. Stand up right now. The final moment of divine protection is here. Raise both hands to the sky. Heaven is sending down the strongest shield of light ever created. This is your moment of ultimate safety. The spiritual realm has opened completely. Angels from every level of heaven are gathering around you. Their wings are creating a fortress of pure light. You are being sealed in the strongest protection that's ever existed. Type "I accept divine safety" for this final sacred moment. The universe is recording who receives this protection. Golden light is pouring down from above, covering you in unbreakable safety. This is the moment the angels have been preparing for. Everything they've shown us was leading to this protection. You are now marked as someone who will be guided and guarded through all changes. Receive this final blessing of divine protection. You are safe under heaven's shield. The angels will guide you every step. No matter what changes come, you will be protected. Go forward knowing that you are surrounded by divine light. Your angels will never leave your side. Stop everything you're doing right now. Your house is under 24/7 CCTV surveillance. Someone discovered that you possess something extremely precious, and they're watching your every move. This isn't random paranoia. This is a targeted operation focused on you and what you have. Through hidden cameras, they track your daily patterns. This isn't just casual observation. This is advanced surveillance designed to locate and take the precious item you didn't even realize was so valuable. Your home has been compromised without your knowledge. The strange noises at night, unexpected power fluctuations, and feeling of being watched all connect to this surveillance operation targeting your precious possession. These watchers have monitored your house since they discovered what you possess. Everything about your daily routine has been recorded and analyzed to determine the best moment to make their move. This surveillance isn't temporary. It's an ongoing operation that won't stop until they get what they want. This hidden monitoring explains those unexplained feelings you've had lately. The prickling sensation on the back of your neck, the strange impression that objects in your home moved slightly, the unusual cars parked on your street. These weren't just coincidences. They were signs of the surveillance network closing in around you. Your precious possession attracted their attention the moment it came into your life. Now their advanced technology tracks your movements, listens to your conversations, and studies your habits to identify patterns and vulnerabilities they can exploit. This surveillance operation involves serious resources and determination. The organizations watching you have unlimited patience and cutting-edge technology that most people don't even know exists. The most dangerous period begins now. Their monitoring has gathered enough data, and they're preparing to move from observation to action. Earlier intervention would have been impossible. Later warning would leave you defenseless against what's coming. Those who recognize this threat feel it in their environment, subtle signs of intrusion that most would dismiss, but you can no longer ignore. Quick, press the like button right now to activate your digital protection shield. This simple action scrambles their surveillance algorithms and buys you precious time to secure what's yours. Secret allies are monitoring this channel right now, waiting for your signal. They've been working to counter this surveillance operation, knowing this moment would come when you would need to be warned about the watchers targeting your precious item. Type, "I secure my treasure," if you're ready to learn how to protect what they're after. Something far more valuable than you've realized until now. The moment you type these words, counter-surveillance measures begin working in your favor. This is the most critical security alert you'll ever receive. Your precious possession holds power that others desperately want to control, but you must act now. This brief window of opportunity to protect yourself won't stay open long. Hidden surveillance leaves traces. The signs have always been there. Subtle clues pointing to the monitoring operation targeting your home. Think about those moments when electronic devices behaved strangely. The phone calls with unusual background noise. The laptop webcam light that flickered unexpectedly. The Wi-Fi that slowed or disconnected at the same time each day. These weren't random glitches. They were technical fingerprints of surveillance equipment tapping into your systems. Type, "I see the signs," as your awareness expands. The surveillance operation leaves specific markers that have appeared around your property. Each coincidence or unexplained technical issue connects to their monitoring network. Through insider knowledge, patterns emerge clearly. Perhaps you've noticed unknown vehicles parked with a view of your home. Maybe unfamiliar repair or delivery people appeared without proper identification. Possibly your mail showed signs of tampering. These weren't random occurrences. They were field operatives maintaining the surveillance network. Your daily activities generated more data than you realized. They tracked which rooms you spend the most time in, when you typically leave home, and where you likely store valuables. Every habit provided information about where to find your precious item. Special understanding reveals deeper surveillance layers. Those moments when you felt watched while alone, when you sensed movement in your peripheral vision, when household pets stared intently at empty corners, these weren't imagination. They were your natural instincts detecting surveillance presence. Advanced monitoring operates constantly. The watchers never sleep, using shifts and automated systems to maintain unbroken observation of your precious possession. The surveillance reveals a critical truth. What you possess isn't merely valuable. It's powerful beyond ordinary understanding. The watchers know exactly what it can do. Your precious item contains capabilities they desperately seek. Perhaps energy manipulation that defies current science. Maybe information access that bypasses normal security. Possibly influence potential that transforms perception. Whatever its specific power, your possession represents technology or knowledge they believe should be under their exclusive control. Type, I understand its value, as secret knowledge explains your item's true worth. Each unusual feature or unexplained property connects to capabilities far beyond what you initially recognized. Through classified information, your possession's significance becomes clear. Those who monitor you belong to organizations obsessed with collecting and controlling such items. Their surveillance represents an enormous investment justified only by the extraordinary value of what you have. Expert analysis explains why they haven't simply taken it. Some precious items bond with their keepers. Others require specific handling to maintain their properties. Many activate defense mechanisms when threatened. Your possession carries protections they're still trying to understand. Through observation, advanced understanding reveals your item's place in a larger collection. The watchers have gathered similar objects for decades, studying their properties and combining their effects to achieve greater power. Your possession represents a missing piece in their carefully assembled puzzle. Beyond monetary value, your item's true worth lies in its applications. The watchers envision military uses, market advantages, or influence operations that would be possible if they controlled what you possess. Their surveillance tracks a prize worth billions to the right buyers. Secret information reveals the watcher's true identity. Multiple groups coordinate this surveillance operation, each with distinct resources and motives, but united in their determination to acquire your precious possession. Insider knowledge shows government involvement. Specialized units operating without public oversight use classified technology to monitor items like yours. Their surveillance equipment exceeds commercial capabilities by decades. Their authority operates in gray zones beyond normal legal restrictions. Type, I identify the watchers, as hidden truth exposes private organizations participating. Corporate entities with research divisions focused on acquiring advanced technology maintain surveillance teams specializing in the location and acquisition of items like yours. Their resources fund the most sophisticated monitoring equipment available. Through confidential sources, international connections emerge. Foreign interests with vast networks of operatives support the surveillance operation. Their presence explains unusual individuals in your area speaking foreign languages or using diplomatic cover for their activities. Specialized understanding reveals historical precedent. The groups watching you have conducted similar operations for generations, gradually accumulating precious items from unsuspecting owners. Their surveillance techniques, refined over decades, result in nearly perfect success rates. Perfect insight illuminates their command structure. Field teams report to regional coordinators. Data analysts process surveillance footage. Acquisition specialists prepare retrieval operations. This multi-layer organization ensures continuous monitoring of your precious possession while preparing for eventual acquisition. Beyond public knowledge, these watchers operate with impunity. Their activities receive protection from influential supporters who share interest in controlling items like yours. This explains why traditional security measures prove ineffective against their surveillance network. The surveillance timeline reveals a shocking truth. Their monitoring began much earlier than you realize, activated by specific triggers that identified your precious possession's presence. Expert analysis traces initial surveillance to key moments. Perhaps when you first acquired the item, maybe when you used it in a way that revealed its unusual properties, possibly when you mentioned it online or to someone connected to their network. These moments initiated their monitoring operation. Type I recognize the timeline as classified information reveals surveillance expansion phases. What began as basic observation escalated to comprehensive monitoring as they confirmed your possession's significance. Each expansion brought more advanced technology focused on your precious item. Through technical understanding, early surveillance methods become visible. Those strange phone calls years ago, database searches of your background, unusual interest from strangers about your possessions. These weren't random incidents. They were preliminary assessment operations preceding full surveillance activation. Professional insight explains gradual equipment installation during home repairs, service calls, or periods when you were away. They placed monitoring devices in strategic locations. Each subsequent visit added more advanced technology as your item's importance became clearer. Perfect awareness illuminates many warning signs. Unusual interest in your neighborhood from supposed surveyors, brief power outages allowing system access, service upgrades you didn't request. These weren't coincidental. They were calculated steps establishing their surveillance network around your precious possession. Beyond obvious cameras, historical monitoring included human observation. Neighbors who weren't really neighbors, service providers who lingered too long, delivery personnel who seemed unusually interested in your home. These were early field operatives assessing your security measures. Secret defensive techniques activate now. Despite their advanced surveillance, effective countermeasures exist that can protect your precious possession from their monitoring and acquisition attempts. Specialist knowledge reveals electronic countermeasures, signal jammers that disrupt their camera feeds, EMF detectors that locate hidden devices, Faraday containers that block tracking signals. These tools create surveillance-free zones where you can safely handle your precious item. Type: I deploy protection. As expert guidance shares physical security methods, specialized storage containers resistant to scanning technology, false locations that misdirect their attention, and randomized movement patterns that confuse prediction algorithms, these approaches neutralize information they've already gathered through surveillance. Through classified sources, psychological countermeasures emerge, creating false routines that establish misleading patterns, appearing to value decoy items that draw their focus, discussing misinformation when in monitored spaces. These techniques contaminate their surveillance data with useless or misleading information. Advanced understanding reveals timing advantages. Their surveillance operation follows predictable patterns with scheduled observation gaps. Identifying these windows allows safe interaction with your precious possession when monitoring temporarily decreases. Perfect insight illuminates powerful ancient methods. Some precious items respond to specific protection rituals that activate their internal defenses. These traditional approaches often prove more effective than modern technology against watchers who have studied them for generations. Beyond individual methods, combined protection creates comprehensive security. Layering multiple countermeasures simultaneously overwhelms their surveillance capacity, creating safe spaces where your precious item remains truly private despite their monitoring efforts. Expert guidance emphasizes adaptive protection. As they adjust their surveillance, your countermeasures must evolve accordingly. Maintaining security requires continuous awareness and response to their changing techniques. Classified information reveals your possession's extraordinary prehistory. Its origin extends far beyond conventional understanding, explaining why such extensive surveillance targets this specific item. Secret knowledge unveils ancient lineage. Your precious item belongs to a collection created long ago, using methods modern science cannot replicate. Its unusual properties reflect manufacturing techniques lost to history, but preserved in the object's structure and capabilities. Type: I embrace its history. As hidden truth explains how it reached you through a complex chain of events spanning generations, this item was systematically passed to individuals who could protect its secrets. Your possession wasn't a random coincidence, but a carefully orchestrated transfer ensuring its continued safety. Through specialized analysis, its true purpose emerges. The precious item was designed for specific functions unknown to modern users. The strange markings, unusual components, or inexplicable properties serve capabilities its creators intended, but subsequent owners failed to fully understand or activate. Expert Insight explains why you specifically received this item. Certain precious objects select their keepers based on compatibility factors invisible to ordinary perception. Your unique characteristics matched what this item needed for its continued protection and proper use. Perfect understanding illuminates your responsibility as the current keeper of this precious possession. You continue a legacy of guardianship spanning centuries. Previous protectors faced similar surveillance and acquisition attempts, yet succeeded in preserving the item's integrity. Beyond individual ownership, your precious item belongs to humanity's hidden heritage. The Watchers who monitor it seek to privatize and control what rightfully serves broader purposes. Your protection preserves not just an object, but access to capabilities that should never fall under exclusive control. Confidential intelligence reveals you aren't alone. Secret allies have monitored the surveillance operation, waiting for the right moments to make contact and offer assistance, protecting your precious possession. Insider information identifies these supporters. Some operate within the watching organizations themselves, disagreeing with official acquisition policies. Others belong to protective networks, specifically tasked with ensuring items like yours remain with rightful keepers. Many represent interests directly opposing those who established the surveillance. Type I welcome allies as classified communication channels activate. Specific signs and signals allow safe connections with those who can help counter the surveillance operation. Their expertise provides critical advantages against the Watcher's technology and methods. Through secure sources, recognition codes emerge. Certain phrases, symbols, or actions identify genuine allies amid potential infiltrators. Learning these markers ensures you connect only with authentic support, rather than surveillance operatives attempting to gain your trust. Professional assessment explains how allies have already helped. Unexplained surveillance failures, equipment malfunctions, misdirected watchers. These weren't random events, but deliberate interference from allies working to protect your precious possession while remaining undetected themselves. Perfect Insight illuminates ally capabilities. Some can temporarily blind surveillance equipment. Others intercept and modify monitoring data, and many provide safe locations beyond Watcher access. These resources become available once secure connection is established. Beyond immediate protection, allies offer historical knowledge. Their understanding of similar surveillance operations provides strategic advantages in protecting your precious item. Their experience with Watcher methods reveals vulnerabilities you can exploit to maintain your possession's security. A confidential briefing emphasizes careful communication. Using their suggested methods ensures exchanges remain invisible to the surveillance network. monitoring your regular channels. Restricted information reveals activation potential. Your precious possession contains capabilities far beyond its apparent function, accessible through specific methods the Watchers hope to discover through their surveillance. Expert guidance shows initial access techniques. Certain interactions with your item trigger primary functions that represent merely the surface of its true capabilities. The Watchers have observed these basic operations, but remain unaware of its deeper potential. Type I unlock its power. As classified instruction reveals advanced activation, specific sequences, conditions, or combinations release higher functions intentionally protected from casual discovery. These methods activate capabilities that explain why such extensive surveillance targets your possession. Through specialized knowledge, practical applications emerge, perhaps energy manipulation that transforms surrounding materials, maybe information access transcending normal limitations, possibly influence capabilities affecting electronic systems. Whatever its specific function, your item's full potential vastly exceeds its basic operation. Professional training explains safe usage parameters. Some functions drain energy from the user, others create detectable signatures that intensify surveillance, and many require specific conditions for stable operation. Understanding these limitations ensures safe interaction with your precious possession. Perfect insight illuminates gradual mastery requirements. Full capability access develops through progressive stages rather than immediate activation. Each level builds necessary understanding and control before additional functions become available. Beyond individual functions, combination potential exists. Your precious item may interact with other objects in specific ways, creating emergent capabilities beyond what either produces alone. This potential explains why Watchers collect multiple items through surveillance operations like yours. Secret knowledge emphasizes responsible activation. Some capabilities attract additional attention if used carelessly. Disciplined, limited application maintains lower surveillance priority than dramatic, visible usage that confirms the Watcher's suspicions about your possession's importance. Critical security planning activates now. With understanding of the surveillance operation, specific counter-strategies become possible to protect your precious possession from the Watchers. Expert guidance prioritizes immediate actions, moving your item from currently monitored locations, establishing communication blackouts when handling it, creating decoy objects that draw surveillance attention. These urgent steps provide immediate protection while longer strategies develop. Type I take action. As classified planning outlines long-term security, establishing multiple alternate storage locations, developing randomized movement schedules, and creating information compartmentalization that prevents any single surveillance breach from compromising your entire security system. Through professional assessment, vulnerability reduction emerges, identifying which daily habits create predictable patterns. recognizing which contacts might unknowingly connect to the Watcher network. Understanding which technologies in your environment present monitoring opportunities. Addressing these weaknesses systematically reduces surveillance effectiveness. Strategic insight explains counter-surveillance escalation. As you implement basic protections, the Watchers typically intensify their efforts. Anticipating these responses allows preparing appropriate countermeasures before their surveillance adapts. Perfect planning illuminates contingency requirements. Despite the best preventive efforts, prepare for potential direct intervention. Establishing emergency response protocols ensures your precious possession remains protected even during active acquisition attempts. Beyond defensive measures, consider controlled revelation. Strategically releasing limited, selected information about your item sometimes reduces its perceived value to Watchers, potentially downgrading surveillance priority while maintaining your control of its most significant aspects. Professional security emphasizes continuous adaptation. The most effective protection combines multiple approaches, regularly modified to prevent Watchers from identifying and countering specific patterns. This dynamic security approach creates sustainable long-term protection for your precious possession. Critical alert reaches maximum emergency now. The surveillance operation has entered its final phase before a potential acquisition attempt. Your window for effective countermeasures narrows rapidly. Secret intelligence reveals an imminent timeline. The Watchers have completed their observation phase and now prepare direct action based on gathered data. Your precious possession faces its moment of greatest vulnerability as they mobilize resources for requisition. Type I activate final protection. As emergency protocols engage, implement your highest security measures immediately. Relocate your precious item from any previously used storage location. Disconnect from all communication channels potentially compromised by surveillance. Through urgent warning, last-moment protection emerges. Even facing advanced surveillance technology, basic countermeasures applied correctly create effective shields. Your actions now determine whether your precious possession remains under your protection or falls to the Watcher's control. Final instruction emphasizes absolute vigilance. The period immediately following this warning represents peak risk. Watchers may accelerate their timeline if they detect your awareness of their operation. Maintain heightened security without visible panic that confirms their surveillance has been discovered. Remember that protection continues beyond this immediate threat. The Watcher's persistence matches your precious item's true value. Maintaining its security requires ongoing commitment to the protective measures you've learned. Our counter-surveillance network remains active, monitoring the Watchers who monitor you. Additional warnings will reach you if the threat level changes. Your precious possession remains.